Erich Maria Remarque. Erich Maria Remarque 1, born Erich Paul Remarque, German, E is Ma I A E Mock, listen, June 22, 1898, September 25, 1970, was a German novelist. His landmark novel Im Westen nichts Neues, All Quiet on the Western Front, 1928, about the German military experience of World War I, was an international bestseller which created a new literary genre, and was adapted into a film in 1930. Remarque in 1929 born Erich Paul Remarque June 22, 1898 Osnabrück, Lower Saxony, German Empire died September 25, 1970, aged 72, Locarno, Switzerland occupation novelist nationality German citizenship United States, 1947 to 1970, notable works All Quiet on the Western Front Spausilsa Uta Zambona. 1925, Division 1930 Paulette Goddard. 1958. Remarque was born on June 22, 1898, as Erich Paul Remarque, to Peter Franz Remarque and Anna Maria, née Stallknecht, a working-class Roman Catholic family in Osnabrück. 2. He was never close with his father, a bookbinder, but he was close with his mother and he began using the middle name Maria after World War I in her honor. 3. Remarque was the third of 4 children of Peter and Anna. His siblings were his older sister Erna, older brother Theodor Arthur, who died at the age of 5 or 6, and younger sister Elfrieda. 4. The spelling of his last name was changed to Remarque when he published All Quiet on the Western Front in honor of his French ancestors and in order to dissociate himself from his earlier novel Die Traumbuda. 5. His grandfather had changed the spelling from Remarque to Remarque. 6. Research when? By Remarque's childhood and lifelong friend Hans Gert Raab proved that in fact Remarque had French ancestors. His great-grandfather Johann Adam Remarque, who was born in 1789, came from a French family in Aachen. 7. This is contrary to the falsehood, perpetuated by Nazi propaganda, that his real last name was Kramer, Remarque spelled backwards, and that he was Jewish. During World War I, Remarque was conscripted into the Imperial German Army at the age of 18. On June 12, 1917, he was transferred to the Western Front, 2nd Company, Reserves, Field Depot of the 2nd Guards Reserve Division at Hemlong-Leigh. On June 26, 1917 he was posted to the 15th Reserve Infantry Regiment, 2nd Company, Engineer Platoon Beta, and fought in the trenches between Terhout and Huth-Ulst. On July 31, 1917 he was wounded by shell shrapnel in the left leg, right arm and neck, and after being medically evacuated from the field was repatriated to an army hospital in Germany where he spent the rest of the war recovering from his wounds, before being demobilized from the army. Citation needed. After the war he continued his teacher training and worked from August 1, 1919 as a primary school teacher in Lonie, at that time in the county of Lingen, now in the county of Bentheim. From May 1920 he worked in Kleinbersen in the former county of Hummeling, now Emsland, and from August 1920 in Nami, which has been a part of Osnabrück since 1972. On November 20, 1920 he applied for leave of absence from teaching. Remarque worked at a number of different jobs in this phase of his life, including librarian, businessman, journalist, and editor. His first paid writing job was as a technical writer for the Continental Rubber Company, a German tire manufacturer. Remarque's first marriage was to the actress Elsa Uta Zambona in 1925. 18. The marriage was stormy and unfaithful on both sides. Remarque and Zambona divorced in 1930, but in 1933 they fled together to Switzerland. 19. In 1938, they remarried, to prevent her from being forced to return to Germany, and in 1939 they emigrated to the United States where they both became naturalized citizens in 1947. 20. They divorced again on May 20, 1957, this time for good. Ilse Remarque died on June 25, 1975. Citation needed. During the 1930s, Remarque had relationships with Austrian actress Hedy Lamarr, Mexican actress Dolores Del Rio 21, and German actress Marlene Dietrich. 22. The affair with Dietrich began in September 1937 when they met on the Lido while in Venice for the film festival and continued until at least 1940, maintained mostly by way of letters, cables and telephone calls. A selection of their letters was published in 2003 in the book Sag mir, dass du mich liebst, Tell Me That You Love Me 2324, and then in the 2011 play Puma. 25. Remarque died of heart failure at the age of 72 in Locarno on September 25, 1970. 26. His body was buried in the Ronco Cemetery in Ronco, Ticino, Switzerland. 27. Paula Goddard, Remarque's wife, died in 1990 and her body was interred next to her husband's. She left a bequest of $20 million to New York University to fund an institute for European studies, which is named in honor of Remarque. 28, as well as funding Goddard Hall on the Greenwich Village campus in New York City.